morning, everybody. I am in Tulsa, Oklahoma today. I have a show, about to do my hair because this is what it looks like right now and that doesn't work for me. So I'm gonna do my hair and then I'm gonna run to the venue and start setting up for the day. The boys are already there starting to unload suitcases. I'm getting picked up in about 15 minutes. So I don't have much time to do my hair. But luckily I have this trusty dude. I'm missing a piece. Luckily I have this trusty thing. You know, I hated on this at first and now I love it. I still do have to straighten some pieces because it definitely doesn't straighten my hair. It just like makes it bouncy. It's not perfect, but it works really fast and that's why I like it. I'm going to use it. Oh my God, it feels good to stretch. Anyway, I'm gonna do my hair. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm late. Are we surprised? Ugh, I hate myself. I hate myself for that, you guys. I don't understand why my brain knows. Like, I know I am always late to everything, and I know that this is a flaw and something I hate about myself. And still somehow, I cannot figure out how to not be late. It is so frustrating. And I know it just seems so simple to everyone else on the planet. Just be on time. Hello, it's not that hard. I know, that's how I feel too. I'm so frustrated. Like, why can't, because I'm vlogging. Like, I need to stop. Okay, go back. Like, what in my dumb pea brain was like, oh, you're late? You should vlog right now. And I'm still doing it. What's wrong with me? I need to go. It's literally so embarrassing being late to everything. I'm so dumb that like, I cannot figure out how to not be late. Even if I try to time it out, even if I tell myself in my mind, okay, you're getting picked up at noon, so be ready at 11:30. My brain still somehow sabotages that every time. It's almost like I literally can't move until it's the last second. Like I can't get motivated until there's no time left. And then I'm like, oh my God, I gotta go. And I can't explain it, guys. It's so frustrating. And I know so many people are gonna be like, just don't be late. Just tell yourself it's earlier. Just do this and that. Like, I know, I tried it all and I am just late. And it's so freaking frustrating. Literally give me advice. You can tell me how to not be late to literally everything. It makes me so mad. Ugh, it's like one of my biggest flaws about myself. Last night I even set up everything. Like I set up all my clothes. I packed up most of my stuff. I was like, I'm gonna get as ready as I can. So tomorrow I will not be late. But no, somehow I've sabotaged that, even though I tried. Okay, I'm leaving for real, bye. I just had the most embarrassing thing happen to me. Okay, so obviously I'm wearing a cape right now. I'm rehearsing because I'm changing Defying Gravity a little bit in my show. So I'm practicing with this like cape. So I have Defying Gravity music playing and I'm standing in here with this long cape, okay? I have to give you the scene, okay? So I'm just standing in here. Literally just standing here like this, listening to the music and I'm thinking about what I want to do and how I want to walk around the stage. I'm just like sitting here just like thinking and planning in my mind, listening to the music. Someone opened the door behind me and I didn't hear it until they got scared and started to leave. So when I turned around, all I saw was the door just starting to close a little bit, which means someone looked in this room and just saw a woman standing here with a cape on, listening to music, and just standing here just like, in a cape. Like that is what someone just walked in on and was probably like, what is this person who's like, what a weirdo. Okay, I'm so embarrassed. Anyway, I have about 1,000 stories to tell you, but no time to tell you it because we're behind schedule. Not because I'm late actually. I have a lot to say. I'll have to tell it to you later. It has been a crazy day already, like absolutely insane. I'll tell you all about that later. For now, I need to keep rehearsing and embarrassing myself. So see y'all later. Oh my God, I just got sent a video of Flynn that made me cry. Are we surprised? No, we're not. But it's so cute to you guys.
Which one? I like the purpley ones. Like this one. Doesn't this one look perfect for Mom? Yeah. I'll pick it. Come on, little flower. Oh. Wow. I love it, dude. That's the tallest plant I've ever seen. It's like as big as my foot. It's like as big as my foot. Look at it.
Oh, he's such an angel. I love him so much. Oh my goodness, you guys, I haven't vlogged anything today. It's been the most hectic day, but I have so much to tell you. So the show's literally in 15 minutes, and this is where I'm at. Like not even close to ready. So today I don't even know where to begin. This morning I was late getting outside, but like by 5 minutes. Like I wasn't as late as I usually am, which I'm usually very late. And I was like 5 minutes late. I get outside and I walk right outside the hotel, and right outside the hotel lobby doors is a woman sitting in a car. I was told the person who's picking you up from the theater is there waiting for you outside in the car. Great. So I walk out, she looks at me, she's sitting in the car and she looks at me and she goes, oh. like that, like rolls her eyes so big, opens her door, slams it shut, walks over to me, and I go, hi, I'm Colleen. And she grabs my bag, doesn't respond, grabs my bag, opens the trunk of her car, throws my bag in, slams the back door, and gets in her car and slams the door. And I was like, this is so weird. So then I get inside the car and I'm like, hi, how are you? Doesn't respond to me. Just huffing and puffing, driving. I was like, oh my gosh, she's really angry. Like, and before I got in the car, I tried to get in the front seat because I always sit up front with them because like, it's always someone sweet who works at the venue and I was like talking to them, whatever. So I opened the front door and there's a few things on the seat and I was like, oh, would you like me to sit in the back? She goes, yes. So I get in the back seat, I go, how are you today? No response. I start driving and I was like, this is weird. Like I'm feeling weird vibes. So I start texting everyone at the venue, you know, Corey and everyone. And I was like, hey, the person who picked me up today is like, really hates me. What's going on? Is she like really grumpy? Like what happened? And they respond like, what? No, she's so sweet. And I was like, something's wrong because this is not the normal experience that I have when someone from the theater picks me up. It's usually a very pleasant conversation. They're always so nice. And this woman would not respond to me. She was, guys, I know I'm dramatic. I'm serious. It was like the rudest I think anyone's ever, like my anxiety immediately, my heart started pounding. I was like, why is she so mad at me? Why does this woman hate me? So then once I got the response from people saying like, no, she's actually really sweet. I was like, huh? So then I look at the text further back and in the morning they had said, this girl's picking you up and she's driving this black car. And I was like, oh my God, this car is not black. This car is gray. And I immediately started to panic. I was like, what car am I in? So I say, I'm in the wrong car. I think I'm in the wrong car. I think this is not the car I'm supposed to be in. And she goes, Courtney? I said, no, I'm not Courtney. I'm Colleen. And I was like, I'm sorry. You need to take me back to the hotel. This is not the right car. She does not respond to me and she just keeps driving. So I'm panicked. I'm like, am I being kidnapped? She won't talk to me. She won't respond to me. And I was like, I'm really, really sorry. You need to take me back to the hotel. I kept saying like, sorry. Wouldn't reply. Wouldn't say, she literally said no words. Just furious, huffing and puffing. And I was like, is she taking me somewhere to kidnap me? Like, what is going on? I was so confused. And I text everyone and I'm like, hey, I'm in the wrong car. I don't know what happened. I'm like looking up where the hotel is to see if she's actually taking me back to the hotel, if she's taking me somewhere else. I know she is taking me back to the hotel. So I was like, okay, we're good. But I'm like on alert. My heart is pounding. I'm like, what is going on? I'm so confused. I'm so nervous. And guys, I watch crime TikTok. I watch a lot of crime stuff. And I see a lot of stuff about like trafficking and women's and safety and what women should do to be safe out and about. And like, I've heard way too many stories of women getting kidnapped. And so my brain was just there, you know, so I was probably more scared than I should have been because I watched too much of that stuff. But anyway, I really did think I was getting kidnapped. And then she finally gets me back to the hotel. She stops across the street, far away from the hotel, just slams on the brakes. And I get out of the car and I take my stuff out and she zoomed off. She didn't stick around. So I don't know who that woman was or why she came and why she was sitting outside waiting. And then, so I'm standing outside the hotel and I'm texting my team like, hey guys, I don't see anyone who's supposed to pick me up. Like, where is this person? They're like, no, she's there. She's been there for 20 minutes. And I was like, no, she's not here. Like, there's no one here. We're all calling this person who's supposed to pick me up and she's nowhere to be found. Finally, we get a hold of someone who works at the theater. We're like, hey, why is she picking up Colleen? And they're like, oh, she already has her. They're in the car. They're getting Mexican food together. They're running errands. And my team was like, that's not Colleen. Who does she have? That's not Colleen. So someone at the hotel had called an Uber. By the way, the car that I was in was not an Uber. It was not a Lyft. I looked for the signs. I looked everywhere. It was not an Uber. It was not a Lyft. It was a random unmarked car. I know a lot of people are gonna say, you're stupid. Why would you get in a random unmarked car? I introduced myself. I was told there's a car right outside the lobby waiting for you. It's a woman. She opened the door. She looked at me. I said, hi, I'm Colleen. She grabbed my stuff and put it in the car. And I was like, this must be my runner. This happens at every show. I have someone who comes and picks me up. And so now we have very extreme security measures that we're gonna do from here on out so I don't do that again because I feel very stupid. This other driver, who's my driver, had come to the hotel and a girl came out, called an Uber and just got into her car. I don't know if she was supposed to get in the car that I was in, but it wasn't a Lyft or an Uber. So I don't know, it's very confusing. She was nowhere to be found. So then I literally had to get an Uber to get to the venue, which was fine. And with Ubers, I'm so intense about whenever I do call a car or car service or anything, I'm always like, hello, who are you here to pick up? And they tell me my name and I say, and what is your name? And make sure it's the name that matches. Like, I'm very intense about that. I tell my friends to do this. I'm like, never just get into a car. I literally said it to you.
Literally told me. Colleen, literally is like, Corey, whatever you do, if you ever get an Uber, always have them say your name. Always, always, always. I was like, I will not die, I promise. And look what you did!
But I said, but it was different because it wasn't an Uber. It was like, my team is like, hello, there's a woman sitting outside in a car waiting for you to take you to us at the theater. And this happens at every theater. This is how I do this. We always get in a car with some really sweet person who works at the theater and I introduce myself. I was like, hello, I'm Colleen. But I know that not to do that. I literally, like Corey said, I've told everyone I want to know, like, if you ever get an Uber or whatever, you don't say your name. You wait for them. You don't go, hi, is this for Colleen? Because then they go, yeah, it is. Get on in. That's not what you do. You say, who are you here for? And they say your name. And then you say, and what is your name? And then you get in the car once it confirms what's on your app. But since it was just like a sweet person who worked at the theater, I was like, I don't need to do that. Like, obviously. But now I'll never do that again. And also I assumed, like, if I say, hi, I'm Colleen, I don't know, it was really weird. Well, and she took my bag and threw it in the car. She didn't even say hi to me. So there was no conversation. It was weird, guys. So I will never do that again, whatever kind of car it is. But oh my God, I'm talking way too long and my show starts in 10 minutes. That was really weird, okay? And then we get to the venue, I finally get to the venue. Luckily, everything's safe. Then we get to the venue and we're missing a bunch of the props for the show. Stuart's running around trying to find props all over Tulsa that will work, but we can't find any of the props that we need. So I'm re-editing songs in the show because I have to take songs out that we don't have the props for and then put songs in that we can make props for. We're all sitting on the floor, like making costumes, making props, like hot glue. I burned my fingers like 100 times. Then we go do the meet and greet, we come back, we keep going. And then they're like, we had to run stuff in the show because I added a different thing to like define gravity. It was just like a hot mess. Like today we've not sat down and I finally sit down and I just have a few minutes till showtime. And this is my first time that I've like sat down. And so I'm telling you guys what happened. I think there was a million other things that happened today that were crazy that I'm forgetting, but it was a hectic day. And so we're gonna do the show and then right after the show, we get in a car and we drive 4.5 hours to Dallas. It's a 4.5 hour drive. Check into a hotel, sleep for a few hours, and then get to the next theater. So hopefully tomorrow won't be as hectic. I'm also never traveling from the hotel to the venue alone again because I'm like, now I'm scarred for life. I'm so grateful that I'm safe, but like, wow, I feel stupid and anyway. Goodbye, I'm gonna go do a show. Girl, that show was rough. That was rough. Guys, I literally just walked off stage. I have lipstick all over myself. That was stressful. I don't even know where to begin. I am stressed. Guys, that was stressful. So I put the camera too low. Okay. I sewed this dress to fit me because it was too big. Cute. Do we like? Do we hate? I don't know. Anyway, and I wore it with these shoes, which don't really match, but I don't really care. Okay, I have to pack up the room because we're leaving and driving literally an hour. So, but I'll try to fill you in on what happened. Oh my God, I don't even know where to start. I just felt obviously off because I was nervous because I added new stuff to the show. We were missing a bunch of props, and so I had to change things. And then, oh my God, literally I have lipstick all over my face. Then my worst nightmare happens. This is the worst thing that can happen during one of my shows. The screen started flickering and breaking. It was not working. It was just turning on and off and flickering, and there's a lot of visual jokes in my show. There's a lot of punchlines that are on the screen. All the songs have videos that go along with them. So if the video's not working, the show, I mean, it can happen, but it's just definitely not as good. I'm freaking out. Once that happens, I'm the only one on stage. Like, it's a solo one-woman show. There's a couple times where Corey comes on stage, but for the most part, it's just me. So if the screen's not working, I have to figure out what to do to fill time the whole entire time and what can work and what can't work. My mind's like, is the sound working or is it just the video? The sound's working so I can still sing songs, I just can't show video. But it wasn't like, if the video had just gone out, I feel like that would have been better. But it wasn't out, it was flickering. So it would turn on and off, and the screen would turn green, and then it would go to the desktop, and then it would go to the screen, and then it would turn off, and then it would turn on. And it was just like the whole time. And when stuff like that happens, it's not like I'm like, oh no, the show can't happen, everything's ruined. It's more like when that stuff happens as a performer, you're thinking about how the audience is now uncomfortable. Because if you've ever done a show before, you know that if something bad or goes wrong on stage, the audience is there to root for you and there to be there for you. And so if they see something goes wrong, they're gonna start to worry. So like, oh no, this isn't supposed to happen. So I could feel and hear the audience. I was losing them a little bit. Like, they were a wonderful audience. It was a great audience. They were fabulous. I'm so grateful to them that they were such troopers throughout the whole show, having technical difficulties, but I could tell that it's distracting. There's a huge screen behind me. I'm just this little girl, and there's a huge screen behind me flickering on and off, flickering and just being all a mess. And I tried to make a couple jokes out of it, but there's only so many times you can joke about that and point it out, and it just wouldn't stop. And it was like the whole show, and I kept just being like, is the screen gonna work? Is it not working? Is it working? I don't know what's going on. I'm looking backstage, I'm seeing my team all panicking and trying to fix it and doing everything that they can. It was so, I can't explain, I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but I can't explain how stressful it is to be on a stage by yourself and know you have an hour-and-a-half show to fill and not know if anything's gonna work and know that your entire audience is like, what's going on, and not knowing how to fix it or like literally there's nothing I can do. I just have to keep going and just keep performing. Just everything was going wrong, and like then the computer was lagging, so then there were cues that weren't working. So like there would be a joke or a cue and I'd point to the screen and then it wouldn't happen, or then it would happen because things were lagging and they were busy talking about other things. It's just like such, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I can't explain the anxiety level right now, guys. My stress and I feel like I can't breathe. Like that was so stressful for me. It was so stressful. I'm so stressed. Okay, I need to pack. Anyway, then we did Define Gravity. It was fine, except I felt like, okay, so my dress, this dress has a lining in it. And so the lining was stuck in my tights and in my shorts. I'm wearing like 16 layers of clothes. I'm wearing tights, I'm wearing Spanx, I'm wearing underwear, I'm wearing other Spanx, I'm wearing shorts. And I am so, these are my Miranda underwear. During my quick change, these have to come off, and they didn't. I knew, I got on stage and I could feel them because this was stuck inside of it, and I could feel that there was like a lump. And I was like, oh my God, I did my quick change, but now I'm like, what's going on? Because I knew that there's a lining under this, but I was like, the lining is stuck. And so does that mean this dress is see-through? Is everyone seeing through my dress right now because the lining's not pulled down? So then I started panicking about that, and I was like, wait, am I still wearing my Miranda underwear? And I was! And I was like, wait, I'm wearing my Miranda underwear. So it's like my dress stuck in my Miranda underwear, and is like, everyone see my Miranda underwear right now? I'm gonna have a heart attack. But anyway, it's supposed to be just these black shorts underneath. Oh my, I knew it felt weird. I was like, why is it so frumpy? Oh my God. I gotta go. Okay, I've changed my clothes. Calmer now, but actually not at all. And I wanted to show you guys what I got here, because when I got here, the theater actually is lovely. Everyone here is very sweet. And I got here and they had gifts for me, which was so freaking sweet. Most theaters you get there, people at the theater like don't even talk to you, or like, I don't know, but this theater, everyone here is so freaking nice. And I have to show you what they gave me. So first of all, I didn't even go through this backpack. I didn't even look and see what was in here. So I walked in and there's this huge framed art that a local artist had done of Miranda. We've already packed it, so I can't show it to you. But they also gave me this backpack with sunglasses, which actually I could use these in the show. A little cute cup, like a mug. And look at this, a like fancy backpack. Like, hello, this is nice. This is nice. And these cookies. Like, hello, how sweet is that? So whoever Barbie Cookies is, if you guys ever need cookies that look really cute like this, I haven't tried them yet, let's try them. Here's the cookie, how cute is that? Oh my gosh, a crunchy frosting. I was not expecting that. Mmm, very nice. Ooh, a nice little sugar cookie. Vanilla frosting, amazing. All right guys, we're at a rest stop because we have a 4-hour drive and there's snow on the ground. Oh, there's snow on the ground. There's snowy feet. So crazy, they're having crazy weather right now in Oklahoma and Texas. So anyway, I'm gonna go pee, bye. It's 4 in the morning and we just got to Dallas and I'm so tired. So I'm gonna go to bed. But I have to do a show tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow. Holy smokes.